and we're going to remove your clothing data, and we're going to create clothing data. Yeah, that'll do. And then we're going to give you the new clothing data. And it won't look like cloth, but at least it won't look broken, you know what I mean? Like, if I just run around now, it just acts like a skeletal mesh. See what I mean? Much nicer. Also, I've been playing with the water, using a new water system. So, what we are going to do is going to take you back, and I'm going to send you back over to the farm. I feel like this is about to crash. God damn, how far away did you go? I just want to send you over here. Alright, so it's back there. I feel like I need to restart this at some point. It's feeling a bit broken right now. But anyways, one thing I want to change is with the crop plots. When these get spawned in, I think they already save, so we don't need to change that. So if I don't need to change, all I want to do with these is just add a little bit of so we've got the static mesh here. What I might do is, are you hidden right now? Can I not see you? Visible. Yeah, I want you to be visible. Alright. So, you don't really even notice this. It just looks like some weeds, which is fine, but in the meantime, I am gonna add some instances. We'll make instant static mesh. And for the sake of you, we'll just use regular static mesh, but I will swap this out for an instance later. Because having so many static meshes like this would be get out of here, dude. Which one are you? Yeah, no, fine. Okay, here. Okay, so you're the original. Alright, so you go like there. I feel like this could end up being a tad much. Back. 2, 3, 4. I mean, 100% this is too much. But it is an example. We might get rid of like maybe half of this. Alright, that is a lot of static meshes, so this is going to be terrible for where is my begin play? 21 meshes, my god. I gotta work with those, yeah, 100%. I'm already feeling bad about this, so we're not gonna do this. If it's instances, then we don't really need to worry about it. I just don't remember how I worked with instances. Oh wait, I have to add it, don't I? So static mesh. I'm gonna slap you on in there. Okay, so with my instant static mesh, how do I add more of you bad boys? Random seed. I haven't worked with this in years, so it might take me a moment. Is it you? Undeclared. I'm gonna say no, it's not you. Aha, it's gotta be you. Okay, so it's you. But the pain with this thing is that I can't just move it, you know? I can? Did they update this? The last time I worked with this, the way it worked is I had to do it manually through here. And it was the biggest pain in the ass. I didn't understand why they couldn't just make it, you know, so I just clicked the thing. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. Alright, excellent. So now I've just got to go through, add a bunch of these bad boys. Obviously we should give them nice random little rotations here and there. I gave them the exact same twist, which obviously we don't want that to happen. So with you, we're gonna come down, yeah, back up there. So even though we're gonna have a bunch, I'm gonna feel much better about this one. Yeah, that'll do. Alright. will spin. Oh, we should do. Let's just get them all in place first, and then we'll spin them later. But this is much easier. I remember I was putting like bullets in a magazine at one point, and it was the biggest pain in the ass because I had to go through and move them with the numbers rather than being able to do it by sight like this. Looks like we're kind of getting there. To 21. I've got more than before, and yet I feel like I have less. Either way, we'll go two more, like two more. Did I click it? Did it not spawn in? No. There you are. Let's just move these down a tad, and that might be a bit better. We're getting somewhere. The original static mesh, I'm going to leave this just for now because find references. Swap you. Swap you. And swap you. And now get rid of you. Come down here, grab you, and you can go take the original's place. Where's my begin play? Okay. Is there a way to use like the for each update instance transform? Yeah, that would be it. Is there like a loop? Instance static mesh. What would I reference? Instances? Clear. I don't want to clear. Get instance transformed. Surely we have there's a thing. Back to the top. What do we got? Overlapping. I don't think we want overlapping. We're not adding. You know what? That's probably what I'm after. You see, now we're still in the same information though. Where I don't know how many instances of you know what, I'm not gonna change this for the thingies. So let's just say it's 24. Is it 24? 27, but 0 counts. So let's say 26, but because of that, we'll say 27. And what we're gonna get is we're just gonna split you and rotation, make a rotator, and the only one we want to do is Z, correct? Just want to double check that. Z, that is correct. Okay, so the Z, we just want random float in range 0 and 360. That'll do. And then we'll do that. And for the sake of testing, we'll just see if that works. Still can't tell because of all the grass. Alright. I'm gonna move you over here where there is no grass. Yes, there's no grass. Because a lot of them are facing the same direction, like this entire back row here is facing the same direction. And they are still rotated the same direction, so I'm assuming this didn't work. Because you can see that a lot of them have the exact same rotation, unless the issue is because maybe it is rotating, but it's rotating them all to the exact same rotation. You know what I mean? So instead of batch to update, because it might end up just giving them the exact same. You don't want world space. What are you doing otherwise? Okay, let's have a look. Maybe that will fix it. Nah, it looks about the same, right? I mean, I can't exactly tell, but it does look Yeah, 100% it's the same. So to be fair, if this was working, I think all of it would just be busted anyway. So that is exactly what I was looking for, son of a bitch. Alright, we'll leave you there. I don't want to I don't want to transforms. Yeah, don't want that. Instance transform. Let's just say like for each. No, maybe a what? It was a. Is it for loop? It is for loop. So from 0 to this, we'll get this in this. And when you do that, we will get instance transform at this bad boy. Nope, at this bad boy. And we're gonna split you and split you. Yes, world space, and yes, world space. Set you to you, you to you, and you to you. And we'll see if that is any better. Okay, 100% it's working. They definitely moved that time. See this last row? They're not facing the same directions now. It's yeah. They were rotated. Watch this one on the corner. I guarantee you we went. Next time I play it, it'll be facing a different direction. Yep. Probably. I don't know. I actually think it was facing the same direction then, so I'm just gonna double check that. I think it's working. I can't be 100% sure. Maybe it is, maybe it isn't. I don't know. I'm gonna say it is. It probably is. But that's fine. There is one that I want to change because it's bugging me, and I think it's you. They're like out a little bit. Yeah, that'll do. That'll do. So that's fine. Then we'll come down here. Yep. Okay, so what are we doing now? So by default, this is not going to be visible. Car shadow. No. It's only visible when I touch you. And then, once you're done, it should all spring up into being delicious corn. No, it's wheat, isn't it? No, I need the seeds. It's okay. I would kind of like it to be a bit bigger. But that's fine. The other thing is, that's what we've got to do. We're going to get the other vegetables working too now. But before I do that, let's make crafting, because I think I might end up doing that outside anyway. Because yeah, I have to just go through, determine how long each vegetable is going to take, and that's just going to be tedious, busy work. I built this though. Right, I made this. Show container. Blah 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 blah. Do you work? What do you do? Can I interact with you? Okay. You're not a chest. Alright, so first things first, you're not a chest. You are a workbench. And secondly, we're not building this. That's not what we're going to show. What we're going to show is player character. No. Where's my controller? It should look like a little controller. It's not open. Alright, let's go find it. Alright, there you are. Let's bring it down here. So what we're going to do is same thing. Same, I guess. Custom. This is just going to be open crafting menu, and this will just go off of the crafting table. It's going to be very similar to it's just going to have a lot of the pretty much something like this, be exactly the same as that, but instead of like using, because we already got the building thing for the building, so we're just going to do the same thing but with crafting. So we're going to need you, and that's going to be a crop data. No, it's not crop data. It's probably like item slot, but what else, what do I use? Why am I blanking on what it's called? Just F slot, that'll do. Okay. We're not even using that here anyway, so why am I worrying about that? Okay. All we're doing is opening a thing. So we're just gonna steal basically all of this. But we need a crafting widget. So that's where we're gonna start actually. Game files, HUD. Did I start making one? I don't think I did. Cool. Interface, widget loop, user interface. Crafting widget. Okay, so we're gonna have a canvas. And on this canvas, I think what we will have is go with our horizontal box. I'm not sure how I'm going to do this. Maybe I'll just copy what I did with the building thing. What do I do with the building thing? Pretty sure it's just like a border. Yeah, a border. Horizontal size. I'm not sure how I want it to look though. That's the part I'm thinking about. I probably should have planned this earlier. But for now, we'll get it functioning and I'll make it look pretty later. We'll just do the same I did over there. With this bad boy. Border. This one I do want to be a lot bigger though. So maybe just something like that. Okay, with my horizontal box, what I want is maybe, let's go a scroll box, and on the other side of that, a vertical box. Let's fill, and then we will fill. So now they're 50-50. The scroll box is going to be the crafting options. Scroll box. And this will, the vertical box will just be the required materials box. So you just go through, and then as you hover over, it'll tell you what's in there, what you can build, blah da 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 da. Maybe just with the scroll box, we'll just add a button for each one. Yeah, that's how we're gonna work it. We're gonna new blueprint, blah da da da. This is gonna be a crafting widget button widget. How incredible. All we're gonna have is a scroll box and a button and some text in the button. So the text will be the craft name, and the button will be the button. So we don't need to change that. I'm just gonna set the text. Construct. We'll do that on construct. That way we don't really need to communicate much, and we will promote you to a variable, craft name, craft name text, make you instance, show you on spawn, blah blah blah. Right, so the moment we call this, we can tell it what it's called and give it that information. But also, I want one more, and that will be the owning widget. I always like to have a reference, like a direct reference to the parent, and that will be crafting widget. Yeah. And we'll do the same. Expose, editable, and that way we can just see whatever it is. And then we'll go to the crafting button. On pressed, we'll just say to the crafting widget. Oh, you know what? We'll do on hovered. That would be nicer. So I was just thinking, like, if you hover and it shows you, but if you click and it also shows you, but then you click another button to confirm, that could also be nice. I think we'll just leave that as is. You gotta click it for now. It won't do a thing, but you gotta click it to update. With the crafting widget, we're just gonna say, get out here, custom, and you will be show crafting information. And this crafting information is gonna have, first of all, craft name, and we'll just make that a name. Was it a name or a text? It's a text. That'll be a text. And also, yep, we're gonna want some more information. We're gonna say F slot materials required, and that would just be like F slot whatever. I think that's what I want. Is that what I want? It is what I want. That's what we're gonna use, and that's going to be an array. So when we go to U, widget blueprint, user widget. This is just gonna say, this is just gonna be crafting text I wish I was more creative with names. And this is going to be simple. What was it? It was a vertical box. Okay, so we're going to want a vertical box. And a text. And that is it. And this text is just going to be you. And this will just be materials text. And it is simple. On the construct, we get you, and we set your text. And we set your text to be this bad boy. Direct mats, suppose on spawn, instance editable, slap you there. Alright, so we shouldn't need that anymore. Crafting widget. Okay, so what I want with the button, crafting widget button widget. This is also going to need the materials required. F slot, make that an array. Suppose on spawn, instance editable. Okay. With the crafting widget, obviously, we're going to need one of you. Am I going to make a new structure for this? Just for the purely for this? Maybe I should. Maybe I will. And I will. So what I'm going to do is come back here. Enums and structs, occupations, blueprint. I'm going to make a new structure, and the structure is going to be crafting struct. Okay, so what we want is the item name. Just make that a name. Materials required, and this would just be the F slot. I think that's it actually. Yeah, that's probably it. I almost feel like I don't even need a thing. Crafting recipes. But the best part about this is by having a structure like this, is I can say I've got 3 by default. Yeah, make a torch, maybe make a fishing rod, you know, something like that. Basics. But all I have to do is say add, and then as I go around the world, maybe you speak to professionals, you know, masters in some skill, and they'll teach you how to craft something. Maybe you can pick up crafting books, and then all I have to do is add a new recipe to this, and bam, I've got more crafting recipes. You are crafting, yeah? Yep. Okay. So, the only thing I want to be able to make right now is, like I said, a torch. Let's say a plank, and we will need 1 of those. Materials required. I done messed up. Craft, come back. You in array. Okay, please don't crash. Excellent. Materials required. Okay, excellent. Materials required. Plank 1. And also cloth 1. And that's it. I'm not gonna, I'll make a thing later, so I maybe need a tinder box or something to actually light this bad boy, but for now that's enough for me. Okay, so index 2 is going to be a fishing rod, and this is just going to be a plank and 1 plank. You know what, that's all you need. That is all you need. Now we will add some twine. You need some twine too. 1. And I think the recipes, for now this is set up here, but I think I'm gonna set it up in the game instance instead. Oh, it's easier to save, it always pulls, and it'll be specific to the player as well. So if I add multiplayer, then obviously if it's saving and pulling from your game instance, it's only going to be what's been saved to you, you know, so your character and what your character has learned, that's what you can build from. Okay. And the third thing, I don't know, so we won't have that. For now, I just want a fishing rod and a torch. I don't actually have either of those in the data table, so we might have to make something for those. Okay, so for the new row, let's make fishing rod. this is going to be a tool. Damn. Catch some fish. Let's say bamboo. Do I just have like a stick of bamboo? You know what? I see a single thing there. Item class. I don't have an item for this. Fishing rod. I do everything. Alright, cool. I didn't have one for the torch though. So you're gonna be fishing rod. Can only have one at a time. And that's all fine. And the other one here is going to be a torch. Lights the way. Stack size 1, torch. Okay, so we've got some torches to play with. So, thumbnail, let's say fire? Something to do with fire, maybe? Yeah, that's it. Big fire. Big fire. You're also a tool. Don't need to worry about the rest. Widget. Okay, so what are we doing? So with the crafting, we're gonna say for each with blah blah blah. What we're gonna do is we're gonna get. Did I say? Wait, where am I? I'm in the wrong thing. I'm supposed to be over here doing that. Whatever. That's what we're gonna do. I steal you, come over here, slap you in here. Excellent. You get out of here. But also, actually, I think I will have that. Crafting recipe, but you're going to be a single array. Because this is purely, like, this is one button. This represents one button. This is everything. Okay, did you get all the information? Okay, you did. So, custom. Nope. Construct. We're going to get you. Come on up here. And we're just going to say, what am I doing? For each, slap you in there. Required material, no, you. Create a widget, slap you in there. Brick. And the widget's going to be one of those buttons. Button widget. Add child, and that child's going to be you. Okay, so yeah, just convert that, that's fine. Owning widget will be self. And earning player, don't need to worry about that. But what I did need to worry about was you was supposed to be a expose on spawn. Crafting recipe, you know, yeah. I guess you were an array, weren't you? That's fine, that's fine. Get in there. Son of a bitch. Yeah, you're not though. Crafting structure, F slot. Okay. Because yeah, we do have the name there as well, so that's fine. We can just get the recipe and them separate. That is okay. I think that's all we need to do because it's doing the rest while it's in there. Yeah. Alright. So when this gets pressed, what we're going to do is we're going to come here. We're going to say required materials box. Get. We're going to do the same thing here. For each, and then let's break this. Let's see what's in there. Yeah, the item ID and the structure. So for each of these, we are going to say same as up here. Create widget, and it's going to be the text, crafting text, which is going to be the name of the text, and also we're going to need the materials that are required. So I'm going to need one more thing from you, and that is going to be, you're going to be an to string. We want to convert it to a string. We're going to make an append, and the append here is going to be, first of all, this is going to be the required materials. This is going to be a space, an X, and then a space, and then this is going to be the amount required, and that'll be an integer, whatever, and that can go in there. That'll set that. Also, you need to be instance expose. That's fine. It's working. That should work. Just save this before I crash. On press, you're fine. Then we're going to. We don't need to do anything, do we? Just add child. Yeah, there you are. Add child. Your work goes in there. Need to refresh you. Did I miss something? Did I miss something? I miss making you look a bit better. Give you 10 padding. That's what I missed. But no, that's not all I missed. You. suppose editable. Okay, so okay, now you're showing. I'm pretty sure I did that earlier, so they should have showed me earlier. Craft name. Yeah. Oh, you know, I guess it doesn't really even matter. Oh. That's because I'm missing a thing, aren't I? Yeah, I am. So that'll be one. But we're gonna need one more. I was missing something. We're gonna make more of an append. Append. This is going to be recipe name. That'll just be a name or a text. We'll make it a text. Okay, so get you, slap you in there. Then it will be a you, then you, then you and you, and then you. And that should give me what I need, what I'm after. Did I? Yes, I did not do that. Refresh you, slap you in there. Alright, so show crafting information. So when we click the button, we're just going to go show crafting information, and we're just going to update that information. The crafting name is going to be this, and then we'll slap you into here, and that should give us what we want. Character. There's one more thing. Chest A, chest B. Where's my workbench? Yeah, you were there. Okay, so I'm gonna do that. Character controller. There you are. Okay, so we're gonna get player menu inventory. Just make it a validated get. If you are valid, then we just want to do all this. If you're valid, do this shit. If you're not valid, then we want to create widget, and that widget is going to be crafting widget, crafting recipes. Hopefully the fact that this is going to be blank right now doesn't affect that. But then I'm just going to copy and paste this. This is all we need to do. And that should be fine. Play control. blah 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 blah. Okay, so that should work in theory. And it immediately failed. But the question is, why did it fail? Open craft. Oh, it's because I didn't call it, isn't it? You. Open crafting menu. You. Fuck off. Okay. Alright, so the two things we've got is we can build a torch or fishing rod. I'm sure it is showing up there, but because it's white and the text is white, I can't fucking see it. Alright, so we're gonna go fix that. First of all, I don't like pure white. It looks ugly. Ugly as shit. So not you. I always get confused by these. Maybe like you. And also, I might just make you like 0.7, and I just fade you a little bit. Alright, we'll see how that goes. Alright. So that's cool and all, but I see some errors. So first things first, when we show this, what we are going to do is we're going to grab you. No, we're going to grab you, and we're going to clear you, clear children, before we add any more children. So that should fix that up. Also what I'm going to do is I'm going to your vertical box, correct? I'm pretty sure it's a vertical box. It's a vertical box. I want to add a button to it. Comment button. And you're going to be on the bottom, but the bottom right corner. Yeah, kind of like that. But I do. See how that comes out. It's just going to say craft. And by default, you're not going to be enabled. Oh wait. No, not you. You. Yeah, that's what I want. Craft button. Okay, so with the craft button, when we press this, get owning player pawn. Now you gotta be pure. Get the inventory system, and you will be we want to add to inventory. And what we add to inventory item to craft. That's what we're going to add to the inventory. And it's going to be a name. And we're going to, yes, we're going to craft one. Yep, that's fine, that's fine. So this bad boy, when we show crafting information, we don't want to just do this. We're going to get the owning widget, and we're going to set the item to craft. And the item to craft is going to be this, probably. Make literal name. Can you not make a text from a name from a text? Alright. There's got to be a way to string, and then we'll convert. We'll double convert you, you motherfucker. There you go. The only thing is that the name needs to be 100% the item name in the item data table. Because if it isn't, then we're gonna craft the wrong thing, and it's probably gonna fail. So I just need to make sure I don't mess that up, and we should be fine. Okay, so craft, make that, and then what I will do is say crafting widget. So when we come through here, we're gonna check these, but because what we're doing is crafting widget. Crafting widget button. Yeah, that's what I thought it was. Okay, so what I want to do is, I think I want to check the player's inventory here, just to make sure that this is enabled or not. So I think I can do that in the button itself. So when we get constructed, you're going to get the owning player pawn, player car, crafting recipe should exist already. I'm going to say for each get the inventory system, and we're going to say query inventory. We're going to query the inventory. And if it was a success, actually, since this is one single thingy, then all we're going to do is say, when we query the inventory is enabled, we're just going to set the is enabled. If we have the items, then we can build it. If we don't, we don't. But also, what I might do is say, because down here going to do the same thing, I think. But we're going to do it in there. So if we come to the crafting text, we're going to recipe name should be there. So convert you to a string, and then that needs to convert to a name, and then that has to be gonna get you. I don't think we need this. Amount required, and the out quantity. Just gonna make one more. Swap you down there. Nope, one more. This is how many we have. So should tell us what we're building, the materials we need, how many of those materials we hold, how many we need, and this should tell us if it failed because we can click the button or not. Oh. So yeah, by default that other button was yada yada is enabled, but also if we click this is enabled. Is that referring to ourselves, like as the button? I was going to make sure 100% that I'm referring to that button. That is enabled could have been referring to a lot of things. But also, when we click this, we want to get the owning widget, and we want to get, what do you call it? I think it was craft. Get the craft button. And we're going to set is enabled. There's one issue I see with that, and that is if I click onto a different thing, if that it's not setting it enabled or not. So actually I will set that as well. So we've got this here, and that's fine and dandy, but on the off chance we hit another button and it's not all well and dandy, then we want to reset this button. And if that's the case, we don't need to set this down here, because we already set it up there. But it will make sure that if the next recipe we don't have enough objects for, then we can't build with that, and that's what we want. Okay, so I don't have anything in my inventory, so I can't craft, and none of the objects are, they're all grayed out, as you could see. So let's grab one plank. What did the needed cloth and twine, and neither of those things exist. So it's kind of an issue, I suppose, for this testing. Is that I need materials that don't actually exist in the world right now. So let's just make them real quick. Browse to asset. Bamboo. Twine exists. So we can make the fishing rod. Let's just make that real quick. I'll slap you in here. But with the, I need to make sure you exist up here. So twine, let's say smoke. Twine. You're going to be materials, stack size. You can hold 10 twine, and that's all I need. So that is fine, but I'm going to add some more twine. Yeah, that's fine. Also, before I get into that, I want to make sure that once we hit that crafting button, crafting widget, is this you? Yeah, this is you. So when you get pushed, yep, we do a thing. We want to add to inventory, but before we add to inventory, we want to remove from inventory. I think we want to remove server. Yeah. I think we will make a thing. Crafting structure. Variables. What are you? I don't think I want that. I just want F slot. So we're going to go items to remove for each. Let's just say split. And when we get here, we're just gonna say I don't have the in. We're just going to do a quick query, and we're just going to get the index. I'm going to say that's how many are being removed, and that should work, I think. And then we'll add the item to craft. Yes, is consumed. We may not be removing the whole stack, we're just going to remove that many. This shouldn't be called if we don't have enough, so I don't need to worry about that. So we're just going to say, yeah, remove. But now I need this to exist. No, I'm not going to say it. Okay, yep. Crafting recipe. So when we press, we do the thing, and then we're going to say set items to remove, and you're going to be whatever this is. And this all should work in theory. First things first, we'll get some twine. There might be some issues with the conversions, and okay, I'm already. No, there's going to be an issue with the twine. That's where the issue is going to be. It's because you're not twine, is it? Twine. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, I think that should work a bit better now. Plank, twine, plank. Okay, so we can't build the torch, but we can build the fishing rod. The fishing rod should be twine and plank. We might remove that because obviously we don't need that, but that's not true. Twine. Like I said, I think the issue could end up being in like a conversion. So let's just remove these because we don't need these. That was unnecessary. Remove pin. Yeah, we don't need those. In text. Yeah, we don't need you. Oh, we did need you. Okay, yep. Bam, remove pin. leave you as is. But the only thing I'm not seeing where the problem is this came back as 0, and that shouldn't be the case, right? The recipe name. Ah, that's why. Because I want the required materials, not the recipe name. Okay. Now we'll check it, and it might work. Might work. Huh. Do I need more planks? Do I need more twine? What's the issue now? Plank. The twine is broken again. Why is the twine broken? Twine, what's wrong with you? Why are you back to that? I didn't tell you to go back. Okay, let's save this. Did I make a fishing rod? Like, because it might add a fishing rod to my thing. See, this worked. You can see I've got 2 out of 1, 1 out of 1, which does add up. 2 twine, 1 plank. But crafting is going away. So there's a problem. And the problem would have to be, get out of here, twine. Crafting, it's got to be with the button. So with the button, what's wrong with you? Success should be with the craft button. Should be enabled, that should be true. It's an issue with the crafting recipe where that would result in this coming back negative at some point. Oh. So this is when it gets constructed. Yes. Okay. Okay, I see the issue. We are gonna set you down here. So only when you get pressed. That is fine. That's completely fine. But sorry, give me a moment. I gotta think about this one. I might have to do an on hovered. I mean, you can't click the buttons, so it shouldn't get set. You shouldn't be able to craft anything that you won't craft. It's my main thing here. So I don't think it's an issue that doesn't get enabled if you can't click one of the unenabled buttons, right? See, you can't click it by default. I'm gonna click this. I can't accidentally click this. So if I click, why did you disappear? You should not have disappeared. When I clicked you, you're supposed to be enabled. Just by default. Yeah, so once I click you, you get the owning widget, the craft button, which is the correct button I'm referencing, correct? Craft button, yes. Yeah, we're gonna say, are you enabled? Yes, you are. You know what? We're not going to do that here. We're going to go here. Crafting widget. Crafting text. Crafting widget. In here. We're going to say craft button. That's fine. Show crafting information. Okay, so this one. Uncompleted. What we're going to do is we're going to grab the craft button. We're going to set is enabled to true. And now we'll see. No, you bastard, why? Is it being pushed? Is it still there? Because I can't see it at all, is my main issue. So my question is, where is it going? I think it is working. It's just moving when these get added. Like, is it getting pushed down? I want it to be in the bottom corner, that's the thing. Okay, so for the sake of testing, let's put you in the top. And hopefully we can still see you when the text gets added. Because I think that's the actual issue, is that it's being pushed off somewhere. Go away, you creepy. Because it's got craft. No, where are you? That's what it is. That's what it is. It's a child of the vertical box, and every time I click that button, it clears the children, and this is a child, so it's being deleted. Of course. Go back to your corner. Okay. All right, that makes it I might have to make a button and spawn it in every time. Or maybe what I could do is add a horizontal box to you. And then I add you to you, and you can like hang out down there. But that's gonna have like this whole border the whole way up, so what I'm gonna need is a vertical box. Add another vertical box over in you. Not in you though. It'll have to be in U, yeah. And U, required material box, will have to go into this vertical box. And then U can go into this vertical box. And then where's this vertical box? Fill U out. Okay, so now we've got 2. We're back to having 2. And we've got you in the corner on your own doing your thing. Good for you. And you shouldn't get cleared because you're no longer a child of this bad boy. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I want. And you know what, you can stay like that. That's fine. I don't think that's going to cause issues. And if it does, I'll find out later. Not now. Alright. So, plank, twine, plank, fishing rod. There you are, you're still there. Okay. Fishing rod, so it's going to be 2, 2. The only thing is, once I craft, I should make it so it updates. See? Because nothing happened. You can't tell that it... shit. That was not the button I wanted to press. I should make sure that it actually shows up in my inventory. So fishing rod, 2, 2, craft 1, get rid of that, check the inventory. We've now got 2 fishing rods, so that's no good. But you can see it did in fact do that. My only question is, why did it give me 2 fishing rods? Fishing rod. We're just gonna find that problem really quick when I hit craft button. Okay, so we're gonna loop. Okay, so I think that's what it is. Right there, that's the problem. So we're going to remove those items, and then once we're finished removing, add the thingy, and not add a fishing rod every time we remove something. That's the problem. That is fine. And also when we're done, let's do the same thing. Button, show crafting information. Let's make a custom. Update information. So we're going to do the same thing here. And in this case, we do probably want to do this again. Ooh, okay, so okay. So this one just checks whether we're enabling the button. Show crafting information. You are setting this. So this is why I didn't want to set this here. So we're not going to set it there. Now it's with the update problem. press maybe we should just make a function. Check still valid. And what we're gonna do is we're just gonna do everything. We're going to I guess first of all check this. If this is valid, then we'll have an out. And the output would be succeeded. Break. Do the same thing with break. Set button enabled. If it's false, break, and we failed. Let's just say it still succeeded. If we're a success, then we'll say yes. But if at any point we fail, we will say no, break, and then we'll chuck you here. But if they all succeed, then this will be true, and it will return as succeeded. Oh, also, crafting recipes. That's what we're querying. Yeah, split. Slap you in there. Slap you in there. Okay, so we'll check still valid. We'll just say if it is, update the information, and if it isn't, update information, because it shouldn't really, this doesn't set the enabled button anymore, so that is fine. What we're going to do is we're going to get the crafting widget. That's what we're going to do. So once you hit craft, blah 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 blah, do this. Crafted button. You know what I think? Let's just reset it to not do anything. That'll be a lot less fucking about. This is just going to be a single, and it's going to be a crafting button widget button. Item to craft will now be Yep, that's what we're gonna do. Okay, so we're not gonna update information. We're not going to check is still valid. We're just gonna wipe it. We're just gonna wipe it. It's too much faffing about, and this is the easier way. Because I'm lazy and I'm tired. So we'll reset you. We will get the required materials box, clear you out, and this, I don't need you, and the craft button set is enabled is now false. And now if we come back to you, but this also means that let's steal you again, that we can come back up to you and say when we show the crafting information, yeah, you can go back there. Good button. Then we come back here. Is this the button? Yes. Yep, we don't have the updates, we don't have any of that. Yep, that's all fine. So when we craft something, it should just reset everything and we go back to step 1. So we can't craft things forever, we don't have to worry about it not doing the thing we want. Fishing rod, we craft. Now we can't craft. Fishing rod, 1. Craft. Okay. I will do craft. Okay, so once we do this, we will also crafting options scroll box. We will also clear you, and then we will also show crafting information, construct, reset recipes. It's basically like starting again from square 1. Completely reset the box. Because just then I could craft basically endless fishing rods, but now it'll restart 100% from scratch. So we can make 2 fishing rods. Fishing rod, craft. Fishing rod, I can only make 1 more. This should grey out once I hit craft. It didn't, you son of a bitch. Why didn't you? Am I clearing the wrong thing? What am I clearing? Crafting options scroll box. That is where I'm adding you, correct? Yeah. Yeah, so why did you just fail? Because once you clear, let's add a delay so we can see if it is doing this as it is supposed to be doing this. Delay. Isn't there no delays here? Let's wait 1 second. No, not that. Okay, so you clear it and then wait 1 second and then reset recipes. I really need to go to the toilet right now. Not gonna lie. Okay, okay, yep. I should be able to make one more. There we go. You know what I think it is? I think because it's happening in the same frame, what we might do is just need to add a delay. No matter how small. We'll just add 1 frame delay, reset the recipes. We shouldn't even notice that. But because it is working now, I think that's it. So we're just going to add a 1 single frame delay. We can make 2 fishing rods. 1, 2, and then that's it. We're out of ingredients to make things, but we've got 2 fishing rods. So crafting system is now working. Excellent. I might call that a day. I didn't really polish you, but this is an update. It's an upgrade. I'm gonna call it a day.